irresponsible AF and was always looking for a way to stay irresponsible. When he tried to sit up there and tell his mama that wasn't her house. And contributed not nary $1 to a bill, and you want to sit up there and tell your mother about what she better do in her house?
Jody was just like a real failure, though. Like, he was that guy that just was going to be who he is probably for the rest of his life, honestly. Jody, if you really break down Jody, like, everything, like, some people have a dark cloud over him. Like, all that stuff happened, then Snoop and them, they rolled down on him. They almost killed Jody, you know. Then he acts like, you know, with Snoop and Yvette, he acts like Yvette just did this atrocity. You know, like any guy would act crazy, like, yo, you got this dude up in your crib, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, it was warranted in a sense because of what Jody was doing. He was just not, and what he was doing, honestly, was he wasn't doing anything. There was no progression. He started selling clothes. He effed that up. You know, like, everything was just bad with him. Like, you know, the people, you know, he hung around. He was just baby boy. He was just wandering around. I'm a firm believer, like guys like that. Most of the time, in that situation and in that era, you're gonna go to jail, do some serious time for miscellaneous, for like a really minor crime that end up being bigger than what it should be, and you end up getting like 5 to 15 or something like that. And do that time, then you come home and you like, I paid my debt to society, and you angry. Now you angry because now. The world, like I always tell people, the world keeps moving while you're stuck. Mm-hmm. So when you're stuck and you're being complacent and you don't know what next move to make, the world is still moving. And now you're going to be mad at the world because it doesn't invite you back in. And like immediately, like you got to work your way in. You come from jail, you got to work your way back in. You don't get back in immediately because you was on pause, you know, like, and then you get angry, like, oh, and then you be like, oh, I got to do what I've always been doing. I'm going to go out here and get this money. So you're going to go out there, like, say if you was a hustler, you're going to go out there and try to get some money. That ain't going to work neither. Most of the times you outdated on the hustle game. Yep. And you can't get right. You don't know how things is moving. So come another 5 years. Now, this is the cycle. Now you're a jail dude. You done did 10 years. You might start at your time at 21, 23. Now you 33. You done did 10 years of your time. And now you're going to come out again. When you get out again. So now you're facing your third strike. So now if you do the same thing, you can get life. Because society said we got to throw him away. Because he's no good. He can't get it right. He's doing the same exact. You know what they always say? If you do the same thing expecting different results, that's madness. You just crazy. So that's how they look at the jail system too. Like, he did this 3 times. He's gonna do a 4th time. Yeah. And the 4th time, it may be something even worse. So we gonna throw him away. We lost all faith in him. So now that's your 3 strikes. And now you might end up in jail for life. So all you young boys out there that's doing the same thing over and over and scared of the process, because the process will get you where you need to be. Yeah, it takes some time, but that's why it calls the process. You have to process. You have to wait. You have to do what you need to do. You got to get some training. You got to do things. Put some tools in your tool bag. So when you go out there, people be like, this guy's going to be an asset to my company. He's not going to be a liability. And that's my take on the whole thing with Jody.
So in other words, you're saying don't be like Jody.
100% don't be like Jody. Jody was a loser.
Exactly. He was a loser. And again, don't get it twisted, thinking that, oh, well, you know, he was pulling all these broads. Yeah, and what did it do? Where did it get him? It had him still living off of a woman in the end.
There's no such thing really of pulling. It's like girls be wanting the same thing guys want. Like most girls, they when you were that young, when you're young, oh my God, everybody just want to smash. You young people, see the guy want to smash, girl want to smash. Yeah, they like you, la 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 la. But at the end of the day, they you know, like the smashing gets old, and they start looking at you, and then it's that guy, he's smashing and got some stuff. He got his shit together. He's smashing, he got his whip, he got his crib. So you right there, you're like fading out the picture. See you later, homie. Now you just baby daddy, and you got come to visit him, and Melvin's up in the crib, and now you all intimidated.
Okay, that was he was always intimidated by somebody doing something. That was the other thing. Because even when his mother and her friends was trying to school him on stuff, he was all overwhelmed with the wide-eyed, like, oh, like he was just so unaware. Like he was just unaware of everything. And he wasn't even trying. Yeah, he started selling clothes on the block, but you have a son and a daughter and then have another baby on the way, and you wasn't even trying to get your shit together. Jody was a piece of crap, and say what you want, yeah, Yvette was hood, and she gonna be hood. But guess what? She's the one who had her own place to live and her own whip and had a job. So say what you want, but she took care of that baby too.
Give him some wacky news. What's that you was telling me? You was telling me about the what
Met
Biden?
Gala? Oh no,
Biden.
That wacky news. This fool Joe Biden is coming up, and this is him. This ain't Congress and the Senate and representative. This is him coming up with this fool ass idea that if you have over 600 measly stink ass dollars in your bank account, he wants the IRS to monitor anyone who has over $600 in the bank to help stop tax evasion. Now, these motherfuckers don't pay nary what they're supposed to in taxes, but you want to lay claim to putting in an outright assault on poor people who have $601 in their bank account? So you're not allowed to save money no more? You're not allowed to...
Weird and wacky.
Yeah, because Joe Biden is out his mind, and I pray to God that every lifetime allegiance to the Democratic Party is flushed down the toilet, because these miscreants have no love for the masses.
They want to. Everybody want to clock what you make, but like all these public servants, because they're public servants, they're taking your tax dollar, is paying for their jobs, and nobody knows and can clock what they make, and they're all millionaires. But
who don't pay their fair share of
Democrats,
taxes.
they always prey. They prey on the ill-informed and the misled and the poor. And a lot of minorities they fall in that group. But that's the old minority. The new minorities, young people, they more aware than the generations before them of policies and stuff like that. So they are not falling for this stuff. Like, some of them are, but a lot of them not. A lot of them turning Republicans. So many more black Republicans now. And black people, stop feeling like you have to be dedicated to Democrats because you feel like they're for the world. No. A lot of stuff they do is not for the world and not for the country. So watch what you pledge allegiance to. Watch it, because it's always a snake. It's always a snake in the grass. It's ready to bite you. And them Democrats, man, Republican Party, me personally, I'd be like, but I like the way the Republicans, they want to strengthen the country. They like to keep the money coming in the country. And, they do make dumb policies, but these policies the Democrats been coming up with lately, man, I swear, they're like the most stupidest things ever. And the way Biden and them is handling the COVID thing, that's a whole nother thing, but you got the anti-vaxxers, the vaxxers, the anti-vaxxers is like, I ain't taking it. The vaxxers is like, I got COVID, but I don't want people that don't have COVID vaccines near me. But don't you supposed to be protected if you got the vaccine? Then you get a booster, so you should be well protected. But people are still coming down with COVID that has been vaccinated. So that's really wacky to me. And I'm like, if I get a shot, I don't want to have to walk around like still feeling like I have to wear a mask because somebody's not vaccinated is going to give me something that I'm vaccinated for. When we get the flu shot, we don't do that. And it's contagious. We don't get the flu shot and be like, oh, you got the flu, stay away from me because I'm going to get it and I'm vaccinated. That don't make no sense.
There's no common sense anymore. And this is why the World Health Organization just announced yesterday that giving COVID booster shots to healthy people is not right. It's stupid. But, common sense is very rare nowadays. So, it is what it is. But on that note, try to utilize some common sense, because I'm not anti or pro-vax. I believe that everyone should have a choice to know to do what's best for them, because they know what is best for them. I don't need Joe Biden or a politician to tell me about my life, my health, or what's best for me. I know what's best for me. On that note, let me talk about the Wacky Met Gala, okay? because every year the Met Gala is over the top with styles and costumes and looks. This year is no different. But as usual, the Peanut Gallery has something to say about all of the over the top costumes, when that's literally the theme of the Met Gala, is pushing the envelope, is pushing it. It was real cool to see Sha'Carri Richardson out there. She has really humbled herself these days.
Yeah, she keep losing. You don't have no. When you lose, when you keep losing, you're gonna get humble because you got nothing to be cocky about.
Well, this is true too. That's true. But it was nice to see her out and about again, and being humble and acting like she has some etiquette. And back to the vaccine.
On, before you finish, I ain't gonna take shots at her like that because the last one, it was like by a millisecond that she lost when she came in second. So she's working her way back. I think the next one she's gonna win. I mean, like honestly, it could have, if it wasn't like for a camera, it could have went either way. She was really that close of having that second place finish.
And I'm not mad at that. She just got to learn how to deal with the media and other people. On that note, so Nicki Minaj, her husband, is basically looking at a lot of jail time because he never registered for his sex offender status.
He just pled guilty,
and so he's looking at some real hurt stuff right now. So I feel like to take the spotlight off of that with her, she went and made the crazy statement about vaccines. But the thing was, I wasn't even mad at her because she was like, I ain't taking no vaccine until I have all of the facts straight.
That's how I feel.
Everybody came for her head
for real?
And then some.
Wow.
Yo, TMZ, Griot,
yeah.
What? They came for her head. Like, I'm talking, they came for her head. But I was like, it was obvious that she said that to take the eyes off of her husband. Because now they all coming for her. Like, you not a doctor. You so stupid. You shouldn't be putting that info out there. Because what she said was that a friend's friend in Trinidad basically can't perform sexually anymore after taking the COVID shot. And so people are like, you don't know if that's why he can't, and you don't know, and you irresponsible because people are going to follow you and not take the shot and this and that. But again, she's doing what's best for her, not because a politician who has no medical training is saying this is what you're supposed to do. My theory with this, not even a theory, my thing is this whole thing with the vaccine and you trying to push it on people with autoimmune disease is also wrong. But that's for another day. What else do we have?
Back to the Met Gala though. I ain't like with the Met Gala that this dude Russell Westbrook and a bunch of other guys. I don't care if it's the Met Gala or not. What makes you want to wear dresses and skirts? Like, what's going on, man? Like, they trying to make it seem like, because this is how I look at it. Because now when you be outside, you be like, you see two dudes together. This whole agenda has just gotten so crazy. It had you like, dang, wondering. Like, you see two dudes together, you like, dang, these dudes they might be gay. Mm-hmm. You see two girls together, they might be gay. Mm-hmm. I never back in the days thought of no crap like that. And then the way dudes is dressing and everything, you be like, damn, look at these two dudes right here. They probably gay. They probably 100% not. But this is the agenda, and this is what they want. They're getting exactly what they want. For you to start thinking like that, the most masculine guys are gay.
And
it's like anybody, yeah. So smiles. This is what it's working. It's working. It worked on me because now I'm like, this dude is everybody's suspect. Females, males, everybody's suspect. So now it's like, just let it be. You might as well just let it be. And yeah, it's crazy, man. But I do know. The world they're creating is not the world. I'm over 50, so the world they're creating is not for me. Because my generation in the next 50 years will be extinct. We'll be gone. This generation the world is being created. That's why I fall back, because the world's being created for the grandkids and stuff like that. And this is all they're gonna know. Because if you're born today, whatever is going on today, it starts right here. So this is all you're gonna know.
It's going to be normal.
It's going to be normal to you.
And that's not even to say that it's abnormal, but at the same time, again, there doesn't need to be an announcement for every single little thing that you're doing and have going on and yada yada. Do your thing, yeah. Be you, yes. Be your true, authentic, and real self, yes. But you don't need to make announcements about it. Be who